not patient with them when they're young, you're setting them completely the opposite direction where you want them to go. Whether they're an athlete or not in life, they're going to go somewhere else because somebody, one of their coaches, told them they're not going to be anything or they're lazy. And that's why we have to be very careful with the levels that we're teaching and what we're saying. I think we've all said something we regret to an athlete, like, hopefully not that, but we have to always come back and say, I shouldn't have said that. Hey, come here. Let me re-explain what I meant. Even when they look up to us, they come to us to get better and not just to get faster or stronger, right? They come to us. They're, like you said earlier on, they're with us for hours a day, weekly. It mounts up, and you become someone that they trust. And so when a person that you trust, that you look up to, says something demeaning to you, you're basically gonna listen to whatever they say, good or bad. You say, you're so wonderful, I love it. They're gonna feel that. You're the worst athlete I ever coached. So they're gonna feel that, right? So there's a balance too. And I always want to say, look, take the constructive criticism for what it is, take the praise for what it is, because if you praise someone, that's great. But hey, don't get a big head now. Because you out there, I'm the greatest ever. I do, calm down. Take it for what it is. You had a great day. But you got to come back. Right? You got to come back. Right? But also, if a coach is giving constructive criticism, make sure you understand that if they do it right, the athlete will say, oh, those that know why I can beat those that know how. We can all just run, but why am I doing this or why am I doing that? And that's what my coach, Bob Kersey, he always said that to us. You have to pay attention and learn. And yeah, we can't always get down there. So you have to make the correction. What are you going to do? It's right. Some of those coaches, we forget, we didn't create these people. We are not part of their genetic makeup. I did not. Right. I didn't give birth to you. So what you came to me with is what you have. Now it's my job to train it, refine it, to give you, give you the capability of doing it, trying to instill confidence, whatever it is that you need from me. That's why I'm here. Never forget how important you are to the process. And I coaches be like, that's me on me. It's not all you. It's never all you. Can't be. That's their mom and their daddy. And then if you mad because you slow, then that's also their mom and their daddy. The mom and daddy didn't get genetics. I can't help you. Try something different. You ain't fast. I did what I could. You got fast. If they want it and they want you to give it to them and they trust you to take them there, it's going to be so great. You're going to have a great outcome, whether it's the Olympic champion or the state champion or just the track meet champion for the day. You're going to get a good outcome. I always push, hey, do your personal best. Win or loss, are you your best version of you today? Period. And if you did, that's a win. You got to look at yourself in the mirror every day. You got to love yourself. So if you're happy with what you did today, that's a win. Do you want to do this? Like, is this what you want to do with your life? Because if you don't, you really ought to start looking for something else, because it will never be enough. If you don't win every time, you're like, what am I doing? Like, if you're depressed when you don't win, or you're blaming people, all these different things, you're never going to be happy, because nobody can win every time. I just want to get all the money in the world. And because if that's your attitude toward it, you're never going to be successful that way, because you won't be able to handle it when it doesn't go your way. I mean, because shoot, we all want to win everything. I mean, we all want to win every time, but everybody can't win, because it's not how life works, right? So if you don't love what you do, if you don't want to do it wholeheartedly and say, okay, I didn't win, but I'm going to work harder, I'm going to do this and I'm going to do that, then it's not for you. Then it becomes too difficult and it becomes depressing and you're like upset all the time. And so it is very important for people to remind themselves why they do this, why they do anything, right? Why am I doing this? What's the benefit I get? Who else am I affecting by what I'm doing? Ask yourself all those questions, but at the core of it, do I want to be here? And if you can say yes, then let's keep going. If you have to question it, let's have a conversation. You may still want to do it, but let's see where we got lost somewhere. Because you can see it in practice. You can see it in performances, going through the motions, not wanting to be better, or again, placing blame. If you were doing this, if you did that better, hold on now. You were doing fine last year. What happened between last year and this year? So yeah, you gotta really want to be out there. And because tech is hard. Yeah. If I can't handle saying this is the athlete's moment, not mine, then I have to go back and say, why do I do this?
Right.
If that's why I do it for the credit, I'm doing the wrong thing. It's not, it's for me because I won, right? I won a gold medal. And I want all of my athletes to feel that. Will they all feel it? No, impossible. But I'm going to do what I can to get them there because I want them to feel it. And when they don't feel it, when they get hurt, when they lose, when these things happen, I've been there too. So now I can help them with that. So my personal reason for coaching is to be able to help athletes get to where they want to be, but also along the way, help teach them lessons, life lessons, as well as just track and field lessons. So me being a coach isn't really about me. It's about the people that I coach. And anyone that wants to be with me, I love it. And I want to give you everything that I can, because I want you to have that feeling of, okay, all my hard work is paying off.
Right.
You're not always gonna be at the top. You're not always gonna win.
Right.
You have to understand in life, you're not always gonna win. You're not always gonna get the job or the promotion. So how do you handle loss? How do you handle disappointment? Well, hopefully something that we did helped you later in life say, oh, I've been here before. I know what to do. It's so hard being injured. It's so hard knowing that I could win with them. I could be medaling. I can do this, but I'm injured. It makes you doubt yourself and your abilities sometimes. It's like, will I ever get back there? Will I ever be able to do it again? And I think that it comes down to really just believing in yourself and saying, you know what, and understanding that it happens to everyone. Everyone gets injured. Everyone has a setback. And how I handle it is gonna determine what my next step is gonna be. So whether that's with yourself or whether that's seeking out help, talking to your coach, your parents, your family, your friends, you have to keep your circle really strong, because when you're down, a lot of times they pick up the pieces. You have them, people just say, hey, you got this. Something simple as that, right? Your teammates will tell you and they rally around you. That really helps, because if you go into that dark place by yourself and don't come out and don't talk to people, it's a long way. It's a whole lot harder to get out than it was to get in, right? That it becomes a mental injury. And so for me, it's always been like, okay, I've gone there and I'm like, why am I doing this? This is dumb. Like I'm done with this. I've been there where I'm just not going to do it. Been so many ups and downs, but at the end of it all, I told myself, you're not done with this. Like, you have this. Don't stop doing this. I loved it. Don't stop doing what you love because you're injured. Get over this, get your butt out there and see what else you have. I'm always a common sense kind of person. Like, okay, I'm not going to be running until I'm 40 years old trying to win. If it ain't for me, it ain't for me. But if I haven't given it everything and it wasn't for me, then I still got to keep going. But once I've given my everything, whether I win or lose, I know that I've given all of me to this. And again, if that's not God's plan for me, if that's not what's in the stars or however you want to decide how your life works, if it's not for you, you gave it 100%, which means there's something else for you.
Right.
And I'm not going for something else until I know I gave everything to what I wanted. What I wanted was a damn gold medal.
And you got it.
I got it, because I was like, hey, man, this ain't over. Like, reinforce how valuable they are. And so you are loved, and you will be loved. Yeah, it's gonna hurt, because I've been there when your heart broke. It's a physical pain. Like, oh, he left. I can't break up with him. Like, it's gonna hurt. What am I gonna do without him? And I'm here to say, yeah, I've been there and done that, and it will get better. Sometimes it takes longer than other times, but when you love yourself, when you have self-worth, and you have other things going on, like track meets and track practice and friends and coaches, then it eases the pain, and the pain goes away faster. So